Hello and good morning, my friends. It's Chelsea with Down Memory Lane. Hello. We are hopping on this beautiful Monday afternoon to talk about our printables again. So we have our our November printables I have printed out and gotten ready for you. So we're going to put these pages together. We're going to look at November and October today. If you are wondering why we're doing November in February, that's an excellent question. We are going to be looking at all of our month printables, January through December. This is our final week of putting these together on camera, so you can see how they all work. So November is up today. So these are the printables that you will receive when you purchase the November set. All of these will be emailed to you right away. You can download them and print them out on your home printer and get creating. So this is the set. You'll get 2 sets of ephemera, 2 sets of instruction sheets, both absolutely adorable layouts. But this is the set that we're going to use this week today. So I have printed out our November set. This is the ephemera set. So I've printed this out on my home printer. I just used 65-pound white cardstock to print this out. We're going to hand cut it today. That's one of the options you get. You also will receive 2 other ways of cutting these with your $7.99 purchase. You will get both sets of ephemera that you can hand cut, or you can cut with your Cricut or your Silhouette machine. All of those files are included in that $7.99 price for both sets of ephemera, both this one and this one. And then you also get the instruction sheets for each set that you can also print out or just use on your screen. This will include a full color photo for you to put together your layouts. It'll also tell you exactly what you need to pull out of your stash to create your layouts. So no exact color matching needed. You can just pull the items that you have in your stash, and then it will give you cutting instructions to cut those out and put them together. Good morning, Lori and Rhonda. Hello. So today we're going to be putting together November. I'm going to use my little cutter bee scissors. These are my favorite scrapbooking scissors to kind of rough cut these. I'm going to be showing you how to hand cut them, which is one of the options when you purchase the printables, but not the only one. So these are $7.99, and there's a couple amazing things about it. So one, you're going to get 2 sets of printables and 2 sets of instruction sheets, both for that $7.99 price. Then you are going to be able to use the items that you already own. So the items that are in your stash, you can shop for those, pull them out, and use those. So that's going to be saving you lots of time and money. And these are also reusable. So once you purchase them for $7.99, the instruction sheets and the ephemera come with it. You can cut them over and over again as many times as you want. So if you want to make 3 albums, let's say you've got 3 grandkids and you want to make 3 albums, you only have to purchase it once for $7.99, and you can create over and over again. So you have the option of hand cutting. That's what I'm doing today, just to kind of show you how quick and easy these are to use. But also with that $7.99 price, you will also receive the files you need to print and cut these using a Cricut machine or a Silhouette. So you can hand cut them or you can machine cut them. Doesn't matter. You'll be able to do that. All of that is with that $7.99 price. So I'm just taking my scissors here. I'm going to cut along the edges. This is the first of 2 sets of printables for November. We're going to do the other set tomorrow morning together. But if you are new to this, you might want to start with set number 1. You'll get both. Both of them are included in the $7.99. But this is a really nice one to start on because it has a lot of really straight lines, easy cuts. A really great one to get your feet wet. Now I'm using my scissors to cut them out. You could use a paper trimmer. That's super easy and it'll go a little bit faster too. But sometimes I just want to use my paper, my scissors, Maybe I want to take them along with me somewhere and have something to do in the meantime. It's nice to just be able to grab a couple pieces of paper that we've printed out and my scissors and have a bunch to do and be productive. So we're cutting out our November title. There we go, easy peasy. We've got some other pieces to cut out as well. We're just gonna do all of this together really quickly. You're gonna see how quick and easy this comes together. Now you do not have to have anything fancy to create these layouts, because whatever you have in your home and in your craft room is gonna be enough. So when you purchase them from downmemorylanebox.com, that's where you're gonna find these printables. You're going to purchase them for $7.99. They will be emailed to you. So when you set up your account on the box site, make sure that you use an email that you're going to check. These files will be emailed to you. You will get both sets of ephemera in all 3 cutting options. So hand cut, Cricut cut, and silhouette cut. So if you have a Cricut or a silhouette machine, great, you can use that. If you don't have one, also great, you can hand cut, or if you get a machine down the road, you'll have those files right at your beck and call. You'll also get the information sheet, which is a wealth of information for you. So that's where it's going to show you the layout you're going to create for each set of ephemera. It's also going to tell you exactly what you need to pull from your stash. Now, in the color pieces, where in this you will need, it will tell you the amounts that you need to pull from your stash. It's not going to give you exact colors because these are designed to use with what you have. You do not have to color match exactly. All you need to do is pull similar colors, similar tones from what you have. These are not designed for you to have to go out and buy a whole bunch more stuff. That's not what we want to do. We want to use the things we have and create beautiful layouts. Now, a lot of the papers that you're going to pull from your stash, you don't even need a full 12 by 12 sheet. So obviously you do for our background pieces. That's a given. But a lot of the other papers you will pull, you don't need a full 12 by 12. You can use smaller scraps. So some of them you just need a 4 by 6 or you need a 4 by 4. You're going to be able to utilize more than just your full sheets of paper. So this is a really, really great way to get into your craft stash and to use what you've already spent your money on, right? It's pretty fabulous. So then once you pull those items, so you're going to pull a green, you're going to pull a dark brown, a light brown, an orange. Once you pull those items out from your stash, then you just look down a little further and it gives you layout instructions. So these items, it tells you exactly the size to cut those. So you're going to cut your burgundy into a 3 by 12. You're going to cut your orange into 2 1.5 by 12s and on and on. And then you simply print your ephemera on your printer, or if you want to take it to a local printer or have it printed somewhere in your hometown, that's fine. You can either print it at home or you can take it somewhere to be printed. You'll just bring those files in or send them to your printer. You can then cut them out by hand or with your Silhouette or Cricut machine. Both options are available for that same price. All of them will be sent to you. And then you just put them together. It's easy peasy. And if you want to make more than one of something, if you want to make 10 of these, let's say you've got something fabulous happening in November. Maybe you've got a big family gathering, right? We all do big family gatherings for Thanksgiving. Maybe you want to do, year albums, whatever. You can print these as many times as you want. So you don't have to purchase another set. You purchase it once and they are reprintable as many times as you want. So this is a huge cost savings because not only are they inexpensive right off the bat, they're only $7.99 for all of those files. Then even more savings, you get to use the items you have in your stash that you've already spent money on. So that's a huge savings, and they're reusable. So you can just make and make and make over and over. Oh, I love that, Lori. She says, I'm definitely using all my stash cardstock. That's awesome. That's exactly what we're hoping for. We want to partner with you so that you can use what you have and make gorgeous layouts with really a lot of simple cutting and easy crafting. We want to get a lot done in the least amount of time, energy, and cash, right? So we got a couple more pieces here to cut out for our November set. November is part of a full series, January through December. Those are all available right now. We have been joining together every morning, or almost every morning, to use these, to print them out, cut them out, and put them together so you can see them in action. We're almost done, you guys. This is the last week of these, and then we'll be through all of the sets of printables January through December. We are still working on what is to come. We have lots of things, lots of plates spinning, lots of things happening right now, and printables are one of them. So we're very excited about how much you guys have loved them and their future here. Hello, Melissa. Isn't that amazing? Oh, you definitely have to check them out. So here they are on downmemorylanebox.com. Let's talk about how to get them, okay? So you're going to go to downmemorylanebox.com. You are going to set up an account. So if you're a box subscriber, you already have an account. You don't need to set up a new one. You can just sign in with your box credentials. If you are not a box subscriber, that is completely fine. You just set up an account. It's free to set up an account. No big deal. Just make sure that you use an email that you're going to check, because that is how you're going to get the files delivered to you. So you have to use an email that you're going to check. And then once you're in, you're going to see the printables tab at the top of the page. So we have our box on that page, and we also have printables. You're going to click that printables tab. That will take you directly to our printables that are listed January through December. They're all listed separately. So they're $7.99 each, but that gets you both sets of ephemera, both sets of instructions for each month. And once you put them in your cart and check out, you will have those files emailed to you on the email that you set up. So you go into your email, you can print all of it out, and then make sure you keep that email, because when you decide you want to use them again, you'll go into that email and you can reprint them from there. You can also save them. You can open them up and save them to your hard drive, or save them to I was going to say a disk, but it's not really, they don't have disks anymore, a jump drive. So you can save them, but that is how you will access them in the future. Save them or go into that email, and then you can print them out as many times as you want, over and over and over. What I do is I usually print out the instruction sheet first on regular paper. Oh, welcome, Melissa. Amazing. Everyone say hello to Melissa. It's her first time. So what I usually do is I print this out, or at least pull it up on my screen, right? And then I take a look at what I need to pull out for paper. So I will go into my stash and pull out different pieces that I have. And again, you do not have to match them perfectly. That is not the aim of the game. The aim of the game is to use what you have. So if you don't have the exact colors in this photo, that's okay. As long as you have a yellow, a green, a cream, an orange, a burgundy, and on, you're good. You also don't have to match these colors at all. So if you decide you don't want to use dark brown, or you don't have dark brown, that's okay. Pick another color that's going to look good with fall, and you're good to go. So I pull those out, and then I start cutting them using the layout instructions. So I'll take the layout instructions. I will start cutting all of those pieces. I've already started that. So you can see I've got my background set up a little bit. Now we're going to do the photo mats. So I've got the photo mats put together just to save us a little bit of time. And we're going to start putting those onto our layout. So we've got our brown and cream. We've got our dark brown and cream up here. We've got this gorgeous green color. Isn't that lovely? It's like not quite olive green. It's a little bit brighter than olive green, but it's still in that family. It's so gorgeous. So I'm going to put this one right here. I think I'm going to move this brown one in a little. Also, what I love about this adhesive, and at first, it's not super sticky, so you can move it around, but then once you got it down, it's good to go. Okay, we've got our orange and cream right down here on the bottom. Ta-da! And then our medium brown, whatever brown you have. Even if it's the same, if all you have is dark brown, or you don't want to cut into a separate medium brown, it's fine. Use the dark brown, no problem. Okay, so then once I've got my pieces cut, I usually start one side and then go to the other, and that's when you'll print and cut out your printables. So these are cut on printed on 65-pound white cardstock. Okay, that's what we printed them on. For whatever printer you have, you'll have to look into what the best printer sizes or paper sizes are for yours, but you want it to be a little bit heavier than regular paper. It just cuts a lot nicer and holds its shape. You'll cut them out then. I just hand cut these. So if you're just joining us now, everyone just watched me hand cut these. You'll see how easy peasy that is. Or if you have a machine, those files are included as well. So you will be able to print and cut them out with your Cricut or Silhouette machine. Easy peasy. If you're using a Cricut, I just want to give you a little tip. Down here at the bottom of the instruction sheet, you'll need to resize once you pull the PNG into Cricut, you'll need to resize it. We do that so that the quality is still good, but we give you the size, okay? So once you pull it into your design space, you're going to notice, man, that looks really big. Yes. So look at the bottom of your sheet. It's on both sheets for both sets. You'll be able to resize it and get them to the correct size. And then all you need to do is print and cut them. I like to hand cut because it is super easy and fast, and I don't need to pull out all my stuff and get it all together. I can just start creating. So, we have a few things to put out here. We've got our little items. That one's over there. This one's over here. I'm just going to organize myself real quickly, and then we will put the rest of this together. So there we go. We have our cute, look at how cute this little owl is. So adorable. She is a very happy little owl. Got our flags here. Now in a minute, once we finish this one, this is November, and remember, we have January through December, so you can hop over there and get your printables there. In a minute, we're going to do the October one as well, so you can see 2 of them in action today. Tomorrow morning, I will be hopping on to do the other November set that is included in your November purchase. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you all of the ones we've done so far. So we have done January through November. After today, we'll have November. I'm going to show you all the ones we've done previously so you can see them live, but they are all available on the website right now. And again, you guys, they're $7.99. That's it. You paid $7.99 one time, and you can use these as many times as you want and get so much of your stash used up and open for more things, right? So you don't have to feel guilty when you shop online at our Down Memory Lane store, or if you hop into your local craft room. Everything will feel okay because you used the things that you purchased, right? Okay, so we have this side. We have our burgundy and cream. And look at how fast these come together, friends. Like, we started with a printable. We started with this right here. That's what we started with. I just hand cut this. You watched me hand cut it. And now we're already to the putting together phase. It's pretty fabulous. Gotta refill my little adhesive here. And we're back in business. Look at this. I love fall colors. They're so happy. They're like warm and toasty. They're a nice little hug. So there we go. Got our photo mats down. We have our little Happy Thanksgiving. This is one of the cards glued onto a piece of medium brown. Again, you can change that color up because, again, whatever you have in your stash is what we want you to use. You don't have to go out and buy more stuff. You don't have to color match exactly. Pick the things you have in your stash that will work. We give you a really nice starting point. If you happen to have these colors in your stash, then that is fantastic. You can pull those out and use them. But if you don't, also totally fine. Completely fine. So we have just a couple more things to put on here. This cute one says memories. I'm going to place that up here on the brown. And then we have our little leaf. Ta-da! There we go. Look at how fast that came together. Incredible. So we have, this is what we started with. We started with our printable set of ephemera and our instruction sheet. I just hand cut those for you. And there you go. Oh, wonderful, Teresa. She said she's enjoying the printables and the snow day. Oh, see? You don't even have to leave your house to use these. You just print them out and go. It's amazing. So that is one of our November sets. I do want to show you the other November sets. So this is also included in the November printables. So you're going to get this set. We will also do this one tomorrow. I'll show you, I'll hand cut it and show you how to put it together. And then we have this adorable layout that you can also make. It's so fun. So that's November. We're going to take a quick peek at another set so you can see another one in action. November, out for now. We're going to take a look at October. So we've got classic October colors here. This set is super fun. This is what we're going to be using. We're going to be using this one, using some classic colors in the backgrounds to add a little bit of color. And then here's the other set. Loads of fun. We'll be doing this one tomorrow too. So for October, we've got our backgrounds in place. Now we're going to put together, we're going to cut out and put together our pieces. So I have printed it out on 65-pound cardstock. Okay, so it's ready to go. I got my trusty scissors. I like to rough cut them to make it really easy to get into all the spaces, but you can do this however you want to. If you are using a paper trimmer, that would work great on a lot of these because many of them are just straight lines. If you're using a Cricut machine or a Silhouette machine, even easier. Those files are also included. So all of it, however you want to do it, you're good to go. If you have a friend who has a Silhouette machine or a Cricut machine, you can use them on there. So much fun. We've heard from lots of people who have tried out the printables, and that is how they're learning how to use their Cricuts. Isn't that fun? So they've had a Cricut but haven't figured out how to use them, for their crafting, and so this has given them the jump start they need to get in there and figure out how to use their Cricuts and never looked back, right? So this is October. We just did November. At the end of this, I will show you all of the layouts, January through November. By the end of the week, we're going to be all the way through December. Kind of amazing. So we have October. We're going to cut along this line to cut out our October pieces. Ta-da! This is also, like, if you don't want to hand cut these, this is an easy one to use your paper trimmer on. Also very, very easy to cut on your Silhouette or Cricut machine. But I really like hand cutting. I find it super relaxing. I have mentioned this so many times, but I really love to just sit and watch a movie or sit and have a conversation. Like if I'm crafting with friends and I really want to be invested in the conversation, but I want to get stuff done, this is a great thing to do because it really doesn't take a whole lot of mental capacity to do it, you know, like you're just cutting out paper, but you're getting some really productive things done because as soon as we get these cut out, we can create our layout. So it's super nice. And if I'm watching a movie, then I feel like I'm being productive too, right? Not that you need to do something when you watch a movie. It is totally okay to relax, but I do like feeling like I'm killing two birds with one stone. And if you're like Teresa and you get snowed in, these are in your email. So you can just pull them open anytime you want, print them out, use the stuff in your stash and create stuff. So you may not even been planning on crafting, but you get a little free day to do some crafting and you've got them right at your fingertips. So I love these little sayings too. This one is, which please? I feel like you have to say it just like that. Fantastic. So, all the wonderful things about these. The reusability. I absolutely love that. There is not much in this world that you can purchase once and reuse over and over and over again. And this is one of them, and I love it. So that is one of the biggest things that I love about this. It's $7.99 and you can just reuse it over and over and over and over again. Also, I am somebody who is a little bit of a cardstock and pattern hoarder. I'm the one who has no self-control, and if I see something pretty, I want it. But then I get it in my house, I get it in my craft room, and I'm like, oh, but if I cut it, then I won't have it anymore. And so it just sits there. And then it mocks me because, you know, I spent money on that, and I'm not using it. So this is a really nice way for me to use those things, for me to have a little bit of self-discipline and go, okay, it's time. Let's use these. The other set, so one set that I'm doing right now here, this doesn't have any pattern paper in it. The other set that is also included in the month, that one does have pattern paper. So you can use up both solids and patterns in these printables. I love that. You don't have to feel guilty about the stuff you have left over. You can use some of your scraps up. It's really, really fabulous. And then just the sheer $7.99 of it. Like, there's not a whole lot. I don't even think you can get a meal at McDonald's for $7.99 anymore. Can you even get a kid's meal for that? My goodness. And so you can get all of it for $7.99. You can get both sets for October. So not just one, not even just one set. You get two sets for $7.99. And they're reusable and they're cute. I mean, my gosh. Yes, ma'am. So downmemorylanebox.com is where you're going to find these. We're almost done cutting out our October pieces. If you go to downmemorylanebox.com, that is also our subscription box site, but that's not what we're talking about today. That is also where we house our printables. So you're going to set up your account using an email you're going to check, because that is how you will receive these printables. So make sure you use an email you're going to check. If you're a box subscriber, you don't have to set up another account. You can just sign in with your account. Just make sure that email is one you check. And then you'll click the Printables tab. So at the very top, there is a little tab that says Printables. If you're on your mobile phone, it might not be right at the top. You might have to click the drop-down box. There's like 3 little bars. If you click that, it's a drop-down, and then you can click Printables. But as soon as you click that, it will take you to the Printables page, and then all of the months are listed there, January through December. They're $7.99 for each month. It's not a subscription. It's not a subscription. It is, you purchase it once and one and done, okay? So you purchase it, and then it's yours. And then you can print it and use it as many times as you want. So, steal of a deal. Also, we've been doing these videos every morning or most mornings for the last month to showcase our printables January through December. We're almost done. At the end of this week, we will have gone through all of the months, if you can believe that. Isn't that insane? January through December. And so we have been posting those videos on our YouTube page. I don't know if you have been to our YouTube page or seen our YouTube page lately, but if you go to if you go to YouTube and then you search Down Memory Lane Scrapbooking, that's our YouTube channel. So you can find us there, and you can watch all of these videos put together. So you can watch the previous ones. You can see how the other printables work in action. They're all very similar. So these were specifically designed to be a cohesive album once all together. So each month has 2 sets of layouts you're going to be able to create with the printables and your stash. One of the sets is kind of like a simple cut. That's this one here. So it's just a very simple, easy cuts and in one color scheme. And then the second set are a little bit more intermediate. They're not hard, but they're not as blocky, okay? So a little bit more intermediate, and then it also has like a slightly different color scheme. So you're not creating 2 of exactly the same layouts. You're going to create 2 different layouts that are going to be very cohesive and work together. And then all of them, January through December, are going to work together as an entire album. So, oh, yay! Melissa, that's so exciting. I would love it, you guys, if you have the printables, if you have created anything with them, I would love to see what you've made. Because it might be different for everybody. Since you're using what you have in your stash, they might all be slightly different, and I just love that. So share them with us on our Facebook page. Make sure you check out our YouTube page so you can see the rest of the printables in action. We also have some other items on our YouTube channel. Oops, I just cut in a little bit too much. That's all right, I'm gonna fix it. There we go. We also have some other things on our YouTube channel that from our regular kits. So there's lots over there to look at, and more we're adding each week. So if you check us out, Down Memory Lane Scrapbooking on YouTube, you can subscribe, you can follow, you can watch those videos and see all of them. But at the end here, at the end of this, I'm going to show you all the ones we've already done. So you'll see most of them, and then by the end of the week, you'll see all of them, which is super exciting. Okay, so we've got all of October cut out. Super fun. We're going to start with our pieces. So we've got all of our pieces here. We're going to do our bright yellow. Ta-da. These come together so quickly. I don't know why I always put that so far over there in the corner. It's just a reflex. I don't know. We have our green, like a little witch's face green. Look at double bubble, toil and trouble. Our purple, love, love, love this purple color. A nice deep purple. Got that here, and then we have a lighter orange. I'm gonna put that on our page as well. And then we've got our pieces. So we have our little October little candy corns. Okay, got this one all. Ooh, I gotta cut this down a little bit more. Hold on. Got a little bit off there. I don't know what I was thinking. Ta-da. The other thing that's nice about this too, guys, is if you mess up, like I messed up with that one a little bit earlier. Ooh, that one got a little wonky too. If you mess up, you can just reprint it. You just print it again and cut it out again. No big deal. I will fix that later. We have Boo. Adorable. Super cute. This is not quite straight. That's the other thing. I am somebody who just like eyeballs stuff. I do not measure everything out. That's just not how I operate. But if you are, you totally can with these as well. I just never do. I don't know. I like flying by the seat of my pants sometimes. Plus, some of the best creative choices I've made have come from mistakes, right? Because it puts you out of your element. You got to think outside the box. And sometimes my mistake becomes like the best thing. Now, cutting something a little bit funky is not, that's not necessarily what I would consider amazing. But like I said, I'll fix that. Because I can just print it again. No problem. All right, where's our little candy? Look at that cutie. I love. All right, so this one is going up in the corner. And then we're going to our other side. So we have all of our photo mats from this side as well. So we've got our dark orange. Ta-da! Okay, there we go. Gosh, that looks so good. Got our purple. This is such a pretty purple. I'm not totally a purple girl. I do like purple, but it's not my go-to color. But the more that I use it in like scrapbooking and design, the more I just really love it. Always adds such a beautiful tone. All right, and then we have our little Polaroid here. So we cut out our white. The instructions are down here for that. And then I'm just gonna center this card on here to make this little Polaroid. Fun little trick or treat for the page. That's another fun way to do things. If usually if you have like even sides on everything, sometimes just making one side a little bit longer will change up the way that it looks in a really fun way. All right, we have some more cute little pieces. Got our spider web in the corner. Very ghoulish. Our jack-o'-lantern. Fix that. There we go. A little happy with the adhesive there. I am known to do that. Get a little liberal with the adhesive. Which, please. There we go. And then we have some more cute little candy. We have our candy corn. I am not a candy corn fan in eating it, which will make you candy corn people very happy because more for you. But I do absolutely love it in design and decor. And we have our little gummy worm. There we go. Look at that. Look how simple that came together. We started out with this one. That's what we started with. And that's what we created. It's so easy to do. All right, we're going to go back and look at all of the ones that we've done so far. So let me just pull this out of the way. We are going to start with our January set. So here we go. You can see them all. Here's January. And then we have January set number 2. So both of these sets of ephemera and instruction sheets are included in January, and then you just pull your pieces from it. We have, or pull your stuff from your stash to create it. Here's February, that's layout 1. And February layout 2. Oh, these are a little bit crooked. Why are they so crooked? I don't know. That's weird. We have March. March, look at that. We've got our traditional March colors, right? All the green, all the gold. And then we have the beautiful rainbow March. Here's the other thing I want to point out. So not everybody has St. Patrick's Day pattern paper. Completely fine. That is the point with all of these. I want you to tell yourself in every single one of them, these are designed to use the stash, or what you have in your stash. So if you don't have St. Patrick's Day pattern paper, that's okay. Do you have rainbow pattern paper? Do you have polka dots? Do you have gold? Whatever you have, that will work. And if you don't have pattern paper or don't want to use pattern paper, just use solid cardstock. These are meant to be using your stash. Here's April. This is one of my favorites. I am obsessed with these colors. So gorgeous. Look at this one. Who is ready for spring, right? We have May, another set of absolutely beautiful pieces. Look at this. May, the earth laughs and flowers. May all your weeds be wildflowers. I love it. Here's the other May one. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. But then we're jumping straight into summertime. So we have June. This is set number 1 in June. And then also included is this beautiful set. Got a little beachy vibe there. Of course, we're going straight up 4th of July for the July printables. How can we not? This one is a little bit very, very patriotic. This is so fun. And then this one is very much like picnicky, fun, backyard 4th of July. August, where we're soaking up every moment of summertime. We're keeping it cool. And then we also have this fun August one. Look at that. It's so fun. Summer vibes. We have September. So again, we're turning into a different season. Fall is in the air. We're getting ready for it. This is another one of my personal favorites. Look at how cute this is. September. Oh my word. This is the October one that we just did today. So we just looked at our October. Here is the one we're going to do tomorrow. Look at how fun. Isn't that amazing? And then we also started on November. So we did November together today as well. Now, tomorrow we're going to be doing our other set of November. So we've done this one. This is the other set that's included. So we're going to be doing another November set tomorrow morning and that other October set. So make sure that you join us. If you missed any of them in the past and you want to see them in action, you can go to our YouTube channel. Down Memory Lane Scrapbooking, that's the title of it. You can check us out in all of our videos there. But if you are ready to start with the printables, get crafting, get creating, you can start today. You will get those files emailed to you. DownMemoryLaneBox.com. That's where you'll go. Click that printables tab. Grab your printables. They will be emailed to you. You can start printing and pulling things from your stash and creating right away. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you all join me tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye.